Yeah, well, run it.
Okay,
Run it,
welcome back, ladies and gents. I know this is your favorite show to watch, the Jabari Show.
Of course, talk to
So
them
we
now.
have Jabari and Jabari,
Uh-huh.
and I am the guest today, Akilah James, the boss model. Don't know. How are you doing today?
Well, I was gonna intro you, but I feel like that
Well,
was real.
clearly
Oh, this is
she's
your
yours.
show. Oh, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. I'm really good today.
Glad to hear that.
We just had a shoot.
I was just about to ask, didn't you have a shoot today?
Yeah,
Who,
I just had a shoot with I don't know, you might know her.
What's her name?
Her name is Akilah.
Akilah.
Akilah. Akilah. Watch it. Watch it.
Yeah, I know she. She cool and
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, she real cool.
I like her her Instagram page. It's bad.
Yeah,
honestly.
popping in.
Yeah, for real.
You see her hair?
Oh my
You saw-
god.
She has some new hair.
Look, it always changing.
Yeah, man,
Always.
it's real
Like,
bad for sure.
I love it.
But this new one that she have on,
It's bad.
I think she's still in the States or no?
No, she here.
She here.
She out here watch and shoot after shoot. No,
You lie.
watch.
Every day.
I want to be like she when I grow up. Yes.
Same.
Just look. Hey, wait, we ready to start or we start?
Yeah,
start?
we
I know we
start.
was
No.
recording all this time. We
No.
inside.
We
started.
start. Welcome
Okay.
back to another episode of the Jabari Show. Today we have Akilah, the boss model, the boss movement. Is that the name of the
Company,
The boss
agency.
media.
agency
all kind of
company?
So it is Boss Movement, which
Yeah.
is the umbrella company,
Yeah.
and then right underneath that are Boss Models and Boss Media.
Okay, I didn't know about. Well, I kind of knew about boss media
Yeah,
Okay.
so the
just
boss
because
media.
you would always post about it. So I'm like, she's not modeling, but she's always doing something.
Always.
But I didn't know that had a name to it.
Yes, it was.
Are those the main three things that you
Mhm.
do? Well, other than the fourth thing, I don't know if you want to talk about the fourth thing.
Although
well,
I hate it.
it's not that I hate it. It's it's,
Strongly dislike.
Have you publicly said that?
Strongly
I have
dislike.
not publicly said that. A lot of people will just be like, "What? How could you have a whole company and a job at the same time?" So my day job, guys, is I'm a software engineer. I wouldn't mention the company name. Yeah,
You
for the department.
Yeah. They have like some audio recognition thing. It's like
Yeah, because
songs, voice songs familiar.
it's like the
pretty familiar.
5 minutes after it posts. It's like Akilah.
Could you come to the
Come
office,
to the office,
please? Could
please.
you come to HR, please?
Yeah. Anytime you hear that, you know it's not good.
I'm like, yeah, you guys, it's too much. I already tell him to cut that part out. Oh well. Anyway,
No, well,
But yeah.
our past guests, it's just shameless plug after shameless plug. If it's the first time, it's like, no.
Oh
No.
yeah. Everybody else has been like, oh yeah, I work for someone, so I did that job with them, and even I think with Jay, I'm not sure if you saw that one. Even with the bad thing that did happen, he'd still call the name.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm still there, and it's kind of financing some of the things that I'm doing. So
Oh.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so then I guess now you make a ton more money from the tech company than
Yes.
all of the three combined?
Yes.
She said yes, like, boy, if you only mess with this bag,
Look,
You go have
honestly,
problems.
we go have real problems.
Look, yes. It's only because I'm waiting for my three
The
companies
contractor
to,
Yeah,
no,
what
no,
contract?
or the
no,
truck.
I'm a permanent.
The three companies to take off. It's
Yeah,
like,
like I
okay.
wanted to make 3 times the amount of. See, I can't even.
Why you make that
talk.
noise?
I wanted to make 3 times the amount of my day job so that I could feel comfortable leaving it.
Okay. Could we get like an origin story of what made you want to get into these? What was the first one? Modeling was first?
Modeling was first.
And then the
media was actually I would say Boss Media was first because I did a lot of graphic designs, I did website development, and I did I made one app for a person and I realized that I do not want to make apps for people at all. I was like,
you know what's
no.
crazy? We had somebody on the podcast that
Who
loves to make
loves
apps.
make apps.
Oh, was that I think I saw that one.
You get
But he
10
taught himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
Oh,
him.
you did.
She's
listen.
listening.
Yeah. I do watch it.
I'd
I'm
be
a
like-
big fan.
I would be like, who does be watching the
Me,
podcast?
I even have like my bell on for whenever it is all you post
Love that.
anything.
That sounds so strange to hear.
Really?
Yes, because I
You
didn't
know,
think
it's
the
like-
day would come.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like
Man,
people
like
just.
you actually bullied us into watching the show. It's like watch the show, no. So yeah, I do watch.
Let's
It.
talk about that.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't.
New ones how to make though.
Huh?
New ones how to make though.
Yeah, I had one to do with our basketball. Like I was gonna do, like I'm gonna do a shot and then just throw it to the camera,
Yeah, I told
like
you.
that kind of thing.
Every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, I have to go see this because he is going to attack me through the screen.
Yeah, I didn't know that that was such a big deal. Some people message me and they're like, you know, every time I see these videos, I flinch, and I'm like, oh gosh.
I felt like that was the point.
I'm like, I'm
I felt
so
like
sorry that it's come to that, but it's just very on brand now. So I guess I kind of have
yeah,
to go
you
through
have to
with
keep
it.
going with it at this point. That's your thing. That's your thing.
Okay,
It
I'll
resonated with me, so
okay, I'll be the guy that does that. I'll update them then.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
the origin story.
Media was first.
Yes.
Media, modeling.
And then
What was the other one?
Movement.
Well, okay.
That's the magazine.
So more or less, Boss Movement is the company that house.
Or the holding company,
Yeah,
basically.
that house Boss Media and Boss Model. So technically, it's just two
Okay.
underneath Boss Movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the
So-
magazine is. Do you have a magazine,
I
right?
don't have a magazine.
You don't
I
have a magazine?
I do not have a. I plan on coming out with a magazine.
Oh.
You have a
Oh.
digital one, right?
no,
Nothing at
No,
all?
it's just a plan.
So it's just
It's just an idea.
model agency.
Because it looks like very like I saw like a magazine cover-esque kind of image, and I was like,
Because
oh.
I got printed multiple times. I've been published multiple times.
But I saw Boss like at the top, so I was like, oh, she have a magazine.
Yeah, that's show me which one it is you're talking
Okay.
about. Was it like a
Well,
post?
get
or
get into your origin
go in.
story and we'll find it.
the origin
into the
story
lab.
of Boss Media? Or
Yes, as a
Boss-
whole, and
Okay.
Akilah
All right, so
Trinidad James.
Yes.
Is that
God,
actually-
There's so much going on. Is that actually my middle name, Trinidad James? Yeah.
Was it this?
Yeah.
Where you had,
real?
Nah. It does start with
Was
a
it
T
that-
though. That's
was
what
it
you're
this
talking about?
thing with the Boss Movement at the top?
Nah.
What was it then? Good.
I'm gonna look for it, but
Okay.
you could talk.
Continue.
all right.
Continue.
All right.
What is your middle name? Tunisia.
Trinidad. It's definitely not nowhere close to Tunisia.
Okay.
And I would definitely
Not tell us.
Trinidad. I just told you it's Trinidad.
I thought you were joking. You said you were joking.
Let's just roll with whatever I say as honesty.
As the truth. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I believe you. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm scrolling while I'm
And I'm watching it too because
I'm
to
listening.
watch
No,
other
I'm
people
listening,
watch
I'm
my page,
listening.
I'm just so amazed.
I'm
how-
listening.
how
I'm
you see
listening.
it.
No, I've scrolled through it.
No, yeah,
Really?
we scrolled
Yeah,
through
I've,
that.
I've
Oh, wow.
seen this already. I was like,
Thanks.
oh, this is real
I
cool.
edited that myself.
Papa.
Thank you.
I think I lesson or two.
Yeah, I did that one too. Matter of fact, I've edited
The
most
people are
everything.
waiting on you.
Oh, right.
No, but we're
So-
staying on brand. We're still on
Yeah,
brand.
we are on brand. So,
I was so multiple times. I'll be straight. I'm trying not
Boss
to do it.
Media.
Yeah.
How Boss Media actually started off as a company that I called BU Fully. I did it while I was in undergrad. I was in undergrad from I graduated in 2012, so count 4 years back. That's when I started.
Okay.
7, 10, 9, 8, 2008.
Okay.
2012 when the world was supposed to end. You did that? That's crazy.
Look, I was so excited. I thought I didn't have to study my finals, but well, who knows? So, anywho, while I was in undergrad, I was broke. And so I did a lot of things like
Bobby
hacking
up now.
software.
Wait. Hold on.
Sorry, I had to say that
What we say?
because of Jay. Anytime he talks about a low moment, he always says, "But we up now." So we got that from him.
We are
No, as in-
average living.
We are a lot further than where we came from.
There we go.
So
okay.
up,
As in-
it's
We
up.
are a lot further where we
We
came
up
from,
now.
honestly.
Yeah.
I lived in my car for a little
So-
bit, so it's been
In the
amazing.
States?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. We had to
No,
get to
let's
the after.
get into your story.
Okay,
We building.
so
2008,
we're going back to the
12.
BU Fully.
Well,
B-
but
Yeah, yeah.
BU Fully. So Boss Media, as it is now, used to be BU Fully.
Mm-hmm.
And I started that in undergrad because I was broke and I needed money. And I taught myself how to use Photoshop. And everybody always needed a flyer for a party in school.
Yeah.
So I started making flyers for people. And then people found out that I was a computer science major and asked me if I knew how to hack things. And I was like, depending on what you're looking for, maybe.
Nice.
So I started hacking
feel like-
software.
That has such a harsh word. Like, you know how to hack things? Like
They literally just, you know how to hack things?
sometimes it might be like a simple thing of, I just want you to get into my phone. I forgot the password kind of
No,
thing. and
like
it's
it was more like, can you hack my boyfriend's Facebook
Whoa.
page?
Oh, okay.
That was the first one.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know how to do it at that time, and I learned how to do it through phishing.
Wait.
Could you legally say that?
I'm not gonna say. I think we
that's
have.
why we're not mentioning where it is I do work today, so I can keep my job.
Okay, cool, great. I'm hoping that
I realizing we having a history of people just sort of incriminating themselves for past acts.
I know, so I don't feel like it's that was so long ago. It
Oh,
doesn't
she's like the
even-
statutes of limitations has run out. So we good.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
We're good.
Yes.
So hacking software and
And I'm making flyers.
so
And-
question.
This was while you were in Trinidad.
This is while I was in the U.S. in undergrad at Houston Tilson University in
When did
Austin, Texas.
When did you leave the country?
I left.
And is it just you that left?
My sister left after me.
I can't find the picture, by the way. So.
Oh, see, it probably, like I was saying, you probably just see something
Maybe,
on my
okay,
story.
I'm imagining magazine cover for you.
Okay, so
the manifestation has started in me, and I'm carrying it to you now.
I appreciate that because
Yeah?
I did want to start a magazine
Listen,
and
I
I
know.
never got around to doing it because printing a magazine is so expensive. And at the time, I did not have the funds. I think now I can get some investors to help me with that. But I would also, I'm doing so much that doing the magazine is kind of trivial at this point. I could probably get somebody else to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So my question is,
Yes, question.
if someone needed an account hacked,
Did she?
how much you're looking at to hack an
Yeah.
account? Yeah.
Where was running for that?
Exactly.
I don't do those things now.
No, but then
But
when
back
you
then, it
yeah,
was so cheap. I charged like $40, $40 US dollars. Yeah.
How long did that take?
It depends. Okay, so the only things I ever hacked were Facebook pages because Facebook was the thing at that time, and
Mark,
people's
you gotta
grades in
step your
school.
game up. Mark, you gotta step your game up. But okay, so wait,
So she was something small, like
Facebook page was small.
some little person website or.
Nah, I never. And you see that one, I wouldn't hack somebody's website. I know the
The
hard
work
work
that
that goes
goes
behind
into-
that. So
okay.
I hacked Facebook, and
But
I
Facebook
hacked.
is nothing. There's no hard work.
she's like,
No, it isn't because it's everybody always wants to click things. So hacking it was really through phishing, which is more or less like making sure
Bait.
that the user
Yeah.
on the end is hacked. You hack the person.
What is
So I would
phishing?
Phishing is when I send you an email that
Yeah,
looks like
and-
it came from Facebook,
and
but
you
it's
click
not
it.
Facebook. And once
Yeah.
And then you click it.
They click
Sometimes
it.
on
they
the
type in your
computer.
stuff.
hence the beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's what made it. I didn't think it would work because I was like, who's not gonna figure out this is a
Oh,
fake
that's
email?
like what the people did this year to get the free crypto.
I don't know nothing about that.
You know what?
I'm sticking my ring. Hold on, sorry.
Take your time.
Oh God. Hold this one.
Do you need help?
You know what? I feel like I did.
I feel like we need some intermittent
Dun,
music.
you know the dun, dun, dun.
It's inside it. I was playing with my hair too much. This is great stuff. I don't think y'all have ever helped anybody
I
else.
don't wanna lie.
With
I have
hair stuff.
No idea.
How it got there and how to take it
All
out.
right, so it's just gonna have
I
a,
wanna rip your hair.
Okay, I'll figure it
That's
out.
also.
it's just gonna have a hang there.
Okay, I could figure it out. I could figure it out.
I
Yeah.
just want to say I could pull up my.
You could talk.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you do that. I feel like this is great because who else have you all taken, jewelry out of their hair while we are recording live and we are not
History to
editing
make
any
it.
of this. We are streaming live. This is awesome.
Okay, so you used to hack for cheap. Then what?
And then so it was software. So like if you needed Microsoft Word on your computer, I would charge you $20 for Microsoft Word or Adobe or
So the school never had like a school email that you can just use.
a school email.
So like with UE, they have like a email.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you. You can hold on to it. Yeah, I can hold on to it.
yeah. With your UE email, you are able to access
For
all.
free?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's in your tuition.
This is
Coming
America.
from the States.
For
She's
free?
like, for free?
Yeah, they don't do that. So at our school, they gave
Email
you
you
a
don't pay for?
they gave you a voucher that had like it depends. Like for me, I would have a lot more money on it because I had a scholarship. So they would give the girls, they would give the people who had scholarships a little bit more money, and you would go to the bookstore and you'd buy whatever you need, which would include your software, your printer, if you wanted a laptop, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I guess that's why they didn't offer it to us like that because they already gave us vouchers. You would get a certain amount of money if it is that you paid to go to school out of your pocket, or if you had financial aid, or if it is you are a scholar or got a scholarship.
Okay. So from there, then what came after that?
Oh, with my company. So we're going back. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I graduated from there with a computer science degree, and I. Why are you looking at them like that?
Why are you laughing?
Okay.
No, I looked at the audio
Okay. See,
meter
okay, I can't.
because for some reason in my head I'm just like, is everybody's mics working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope it is because.
No,
Yeah.
I just looked at it. Don't worry.
I am.
I did not look at him.
Okay, I thought you. My bad.
No.
I feel like we're getting each other like. I don't know, like some signals while I'm not really looking at all. Yeah, that's why I'm like.
No, we never sit like this.
Okay.
It's always
One
myself,
guest.
Yes,
one.
and that's what I
Joe.
was saying. I feel like special.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad gave me some critiques, so I just changed it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm glad your dad watches the show.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good support. That's good
Yeah.
support. Yeah.
Yeah,
First
maybe a little bit
person.
too much.
First person.
Maybe a little bit too much.
No, that's okay.
No, because he meant like he would not say good morning for some things, and then he'd be like, "You'll mention something
What
from the
podcast?
podcast,"
And it's like, but the podcast.
and I'm like,
morning to
"So
you too.
what are you talking about?"
What specifically are you
Yeah.
talking about from the podcast? Okay. All right. Well, coming back to what we were saying. So I graduated. I came home for about a year, 2 years, I think, and then I came back to get my master's at Purdue A&M University, and that
Big
was
up
like
you.
no, that was the worst experience of my life. I
Is
went
it
back to
this-
school
is
and
it
they
this
lost
school?
my scholarship.
Wait,
so I was
wait,
yeah. Could
hold
they
on.
do that?
I
I know
know.
it happens. Purdue A&M University
She's like, "Could they
lost
do
my
that?"
scholarship,
Wait,
and I came back and they was like, "What? What scholarship you talking about?" Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I'm so confused.
Oh, you confused? I was confused. I was confused. Lost in the sauce.
Wait, like,
How do you lose a scholarship?
that's what I'm trying to
Exactly.
figure it
That
out.
is
It's
what
like,
I would like
is
to
it that
understand.
In my
someone
head, it's just a
accidentally?
database on a name.
No,
No?
no. And
No,
you know what's
how-
funny? When I got
How the
there,
scholarships
I
work?
don't. That's why I thought it was just, hey, we're gonna give X, Y, and Z person
a
this
scholarship.
amount
That's exactly
of-
what I thought happened. And when I got there and I did my enrollment and all that good stuff, I was like, yeah, so this scholarship. And she was like, what's your name? I'm sorry, 1 second. Makes a phone call. I'm sorry, we don't have a scholarship here for you. And I was like, what do you mean? It's on my paperwork right here. That's the only reason why I came. Like, you think I just have money? And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. This happens a lot.
Wait, what?
A lot.
Wait,
Well, they just out here, people come from third world countries and losing money. What's going on? I don't understand. I don't understand. So anyway, I struggled through that.
so wait,
you had
wait,
to
you
pay?
still
Oh
continue?
no, you had to pay. I wasn't coming after I spent money to reach you. Think I'm going back home?
Where's this?
No, did
where?
you have to pay?
Yes, I had to
For
pay out
their
of
mess
pocket
up?
for their mess up. Yes, I did.
So wait, where they located? Like in,
Purview, Texas.
Oh,
Purview,
okay.
Tex.
I don't.
Yeah, Purview, Texas. The school is called Purview A&M University. It's actually one of the prestigious schools. You know,
Should I squeeze that one?
L.
Else in
Yeah.
chat.
That's
Else
what
in
the young
chat.
kids say.
that's all I'm going to say. I will say no more.
So what you did there?
Wow.
Computer science.
Oh, you just no.
Yeah, she said she's been doing computer science
No, well,
and then graphic
I know
design.
usually when you're doing your master's, it would be more of like a specialization and.
Oh no,
something.
it was
So
just
just
It's just
computer-
general.
Yeah, general computer. And the only reason I did it was because I was like, they'll have to pay me more, right? You know, so
I haven't heard of a
masters.
computer person that has done like a very specific thing. Like it always just sounds so general, like IT, computer science. Yeah,
You
like
could-
that's my degree.
No, you can
like, alright,
specialize.
cool.
yeah, it's the
Because in my
other.
head, it kind of gives you a broad view of everything, and if
Yeah.
you want to, you could
You could go into. You could do.
on your own. Like,
yeah, you
eh.
could do more.
But we're just giving you a general knowledge of coding and what else is there?
Mostly coding, and you could do
Coding and-
CIS is the one that's more database and back-end driven, which is computer information systems. Yeah. So anywho, did that while I was going to school there and struggling my ass off. A friend of mine told me about somebody who was looking for models, and I should do it. Now, mind you, I wasn't doing a whole bunch of modeling.
I'm not about to
things.
ask if you were modeling.
I did like random stuff. I had friends who were designers or people
Okay,
who
so that
had
would I
jewelry and
ask you
stuff
for a
like that.
In the
favor?
States.
Yeah, in the States. And they were like,
Okay.
hey, I have some things, could you come take some pictures? And it would be stuff like that. Like
Okay.
it wasn't nothing huge. Sorry, I'm talking and I feel like my lashes getting caught in my glasses.
Your lashes game. Okay.
If it gets so long,
No,
Sorry.
no, you're fine.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. But yeah, so because I was doing a couple of randos of that, and I am also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Wait, whoa. Yeah, so, yeah. You kind of
I
take
am a
off there.
member. I'm only mentioning that I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Wait.
You
You see how these sororities? How they be like?
Alpha
Alpha Kappa
Alpha.
Alpha Sorority
Alpha Kappa
Incorporated.
Alpha.
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 Alpha. Kappa. Alpha. Okay.
Yes, AKA.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Nice.
Sorority Incorporated. And I'm mentioning that is because they had a fundraising fashion show every year, and they always had me as like the star model of that show. So
Kappa. Okay.
Star model would be what? Like the last
the one who would be
Or you want to start?
the one who would the one who would be doing a lot of extra nonsense on the runway, and that it was not like your regular runway show.
Right.
I feel like when black people have fashion shows, it's a lot more seasoned. So it's seasoning on it.
A lot more movement.
Yeah, a lot more movement, a lot more dancing, a lot
Like the
more
boss
More dynamic.
yeah,
Okay.
like the boss model. Yeah. So I would be the one they would ask to do the extra spinning and moving of arms and bending and stuff like that. So I don't know how
Did
to
you dance?
explain it. No, it's not a dance.
No,
No, did you dance like when you were
I always see
younger?
college
I
movies
used to
and they
do
always do the
ballet.
little clapping thing and
I used to do ballet and I was a cheerleader.
that one threw me off. I was not expecting that.
The cheerleading or the ballet
The ballet.
and gymnastics.
Well, I guess
Well,
now that
ballet
you
and
tell me
gymnastics
ballet,
are two
gymnastics would sound
kind of weird.
more normal.
Oh.
But ballet, I don't know. I just can't picture it.
I did ballet in Trinidad for a long time. I did very well in ballet. I loved it. But we moved. You make me going off on a whole bunch of things as
Well,
I'm
that's
talking.
alright.
But it's still on brand. So I did ballet. My family had moved away to Nashville for a while. So when I was in Nashville, they didn't have ballet. They had gymnastics. So I did gymnastics when I was there. And when I was an undergrad at Houston Tilson University in Austin, Texas, I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
how
like
does- how
a
does that
good
develop into the
natural
whole.
progression.
Where I'm at now,
Yeah.
I just put everything that I learned into that. Like when it comes to posing, when it comes to movement, when it comes to coming up with creative things, I feel like I pull on all the things that I've ever done before. So I was mentioning the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority and all that good stuff to mention that I did modeling with them. And
Right.
so when
So
I
that's
started,
mostly where it's sort of started.
yeah, it started with that, and then people randomly asking me to do some model things, and then while I wasn't doing my master's, my friend said, hey, someone's looking for models, you should go. And so I went to that. They loved me. I was the head model for that one, and being the head model, I was on all the flyers, so it was my face, and a lot of people thought the fashion show was my fashion show. So I was like, no, it's not my fashion show. These people from Dallas, Texas came to Austin, and they were having like this big show.
Is that far?
Dallas is like 2 to 3 hours away from Austin.
Drive?
Yeah,
Okay.
driving. And so they had some production issues to the point where they canceled the fashion show 2 weeks before it was supposed to happen. And since everybody already thought it was my show and I got so much clout from it, I was like, you know what? I still want to do the show. So I talked to the other models. I was like, oh, they still want to do the show? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll figure it out. And we'll still have a show. And that was the first time. And that's how I know, like,
That sounds
collaboration is
crazy,
real. I know when I tell people, like, they're like, why would you do that? I was like, because I already put so much energy in it. I didn't want it to just...
It's like,
I like
hey,
to
my name.
finish.
It's like, hey, my name there.
Yeah. Sorry. I like to... Excuse me.
Sorry,
I
I'm
would like
wrong.
to...
Gee.
Yeah, he changed me in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Now, what is it? Just what? 2 weeks?
I like to do things fully.
Pick up Jabari's mom. She's here.
Hi,
Morning.
Mom.
Do you want to say hi? No? Okay, alright, cool. Is the bench full?
I
Do you
could-
need a chair? Oh, okay. Yeah, you could continue.
Oh, okay. I am loving this.
Yeah, all kind of thing going on today. Like, all kind of thing.
I'm gonna make sure because I tell you I don't want my underwear in this video here. But where was I?
You started up the fashion show.
Right. So I started doing the fashion show anyway. I found some designers from the last fashion show I did with AKs. So I would have met designers there, and so I let it walk.
I don't know how to
And so
walk
I
back in.
reached out to them and I told them what was going on. I was like, "Hey, we broke, but
What?
But,
It's like, what you
I
have?
am putting together this show, and if you have some stuff you would like us to put on the runway, I would greatly appreciate it." And so this was the first time I put together a fashion show with $0 and 0 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I had 8 designers. All of them had too much clothes. And when I say too much clothes, it was like, could we cut this down so the show don't be that long? Like I was glad we got them, but I was also like,
You were doing
I
it.
was overwhelmed with
You
how
were doing
much.
it.
I feel like that would
yeah.
make a great YouTube video. Can we pull off a fashion show with absolutely no money at all?
Yes, honestly, you can. And I went to Craigslist.
Did you document it?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I got
Have a
pictures
YouTube
and
video?
videos. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what say.
What's the YouTube channel name? The Boss Movement? Something? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Of course
great.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Okay.
For the
For
ones that don't know, because I looked it up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You saw it?
No, I did not.
Oh.
You was just supposed to go along with it.
Okay. Yes, you did.
It's fine. I'm
My
sorry.
bad. All right. You know what? Could we cut that part out? No. Okay.
We
That's
gotta
all
talk to the production team, but we'll see.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that. Where was I? How am I going in there?
Had too
doing
much
the fashion
clothes.
show for no
$0
money and
at
having-
0
yeah.
cents. Yes. So there was, and mind you, we did it at a school. We did it at my alma mater, Houston Tilson University in Austin,
You
Texas.
really like the school?
I love this school. They
Okay.
gave me like
I feel like that's the only name of a school that
Yeah,
you were just
Prairie,
saying like
Kiss by
real
Us.
a lot.
that's how bad Prairie treat me. Like I hate all this so much. I will tell nobody to go there. PV, disgusting.
That's not a good one.
Anyway, yeah, so we were on campus, so we got to use the premises for free. They have a model club on campus, so we also use models from the model club and the models that were already recruited for the fashion show. We had the designers. There were people who heard about it on campus who did makeup, and they were like, "Hey, you're looking for makeup artists?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on, do your thing." So we had makeup artists. I had people do their own hair because we couldn't find hairstylists, and I wasn't trying to find hairstylists. I was like, "Do all their hair, however they want. Just
Figure it out.
yeah, just don't come looking crazy."
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the biggest show I've ever had. We had like 150 people came, and I charged only $5 for tickets. And all the money I made, I gave it to the model club at the school. So I took none of the money. And I was mentioning, so when I wanted to build out the runway, you know what those crates are? You know what crates are? Like
What kind of crates?
Palette?
the pallets.
Okay,
Pallets,
okay.
Right. So I went on Craigslist. Craigslist has a free section, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I listen to Gary V.
Me too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna pretend, but
He's just basically just like a motivational speaker kind
Yeah.
of guy.
Okay.
He speaks of like, if you want money, Craigslist and what's the other one? eBay
Yep.
has a free section.
Okay.
Just go on it,
And just rack up
purchase it. I guess if you could purchase something for no
free.
money,
Yeah.
and then just go and resell it and
Nice.
make money, and people make full-time incomes from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
yeah,
But you know we in Trinidad, we don't.
Yeah,
we don't do
you
anything.
you
Well,
had to pay
that's
shipping
what
for
I wanna
something.
say.
But I
So
digress.
sad.
I digress.
Okay. So I got the pallets from there. I got a rug. So I actually built out the runway. So our pallets are like 4x4. So it was a 4-foot wide runway, but we had enough pallets to just make it as long as we wanted. So it was a pretty long runway. And I didn't like how the pallets look. I wanted to cover it with something. So I started looking for carpets on Craigslist. And I got that whole
get a carpet for free too?
It was long. It was so long. It covered all of the runway. I was just like, that's it. That's everything I need. I think I'm good. Had a great show. All the money that was made, donated it to the school. And after that, I was like, you know what? I think I can do this shit for real. I am going to start an agency, and I'm going to make stuff happen, because I always felt like everybody told me I should be a model, but I felt like I couldn't be a model because
It's like,
I'm too
me,
short.
nah, never.
I was not. I was like, nah. But at the same time, I still kind of had, deep down in my heart, maybe I can't be a model. I am skinny enough. Maybe I will make it. So yeah, and I created my own way. So that's how Boss Movement was born.
Okay.
From there, how? Yeah, you go.
No. Oh,
I get my question. Don't matter. It's fine.
It's not. I just hope I'm not looking crazy.
I like to be ignored.
no, I was just gonna ask about the boss models.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the because you spoke about you didn't think you felt the prerequisite to be a model. What would be their prerequisite?
I have none.
Oh, you have none.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you have confidence,
Jump
we're good to
in.
go.
Did
Yeah.
you always have the confidence?
Me?
Yeah.
I felt like
This is a nice ring. You may not get this
I
back.
actually do want it back. Please don't get too comfortable with
Alright,
it.
cool.
Thank you. I wouldn't say I always had the confidence. I felt like, me personally, when I feel like I'm bad at something, I make myself do it. It's like, come on, you're gonna be bad at it forever. Let's get this shit together.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's a good and a bad thing.
Is it?
Because some things is like, you may not like it, But just because you want to be good at it, you do it.
Well, I mean, you have to.
And then it also may not like.
How would you
progress
know if
anyway.
you like it or not if you don't do it?
No, but not your first time. Or you'll always be good at it.
Oh no, I don't ever expect to be good at it the first time.
Also, you
ever.
mean like after you do it a couple of times, you're like, why am I still bad at this?
Okay, so let's say, okay, what is one thing that I'm bad at that I know I had to do? I'm bad at being in social settings and just having small talk with people. I'm horrible at it. Horrible at it.
Oh yeah, me too.
And so I've gotten used to listening to people to the point where they think I'm talking to them.
No.
No,
Listen, I've sat down with some people and
said nothing.
I just ask them some questions. They talk for like a good
Forever.
hour,
and just,
hour and a half, and I'm like, no. The thing is, I'm okay with listening. Eh?
Oh, no.
I could listen to your whole night. Want your story interesting?
Yes.
Right? I could listen to your whole night. Where was I gonna go?
You was telling us about how you don't like having small talk with people, but that's why you listen and ask questions.
Yeah, people feel like I just talked to them.
Yes, and that's the thing.
And
If you have
it's
somebody,
like, yeah, we had a great chat, and I'm like, first of all,
I said nothing.
I did not. We did not chat.
We did
You
not.
spoke.
You spoke about yourself, and people love
Which is
talking about
okay.
themselves. Which I have
Because
no problem
I
with.
asked the question.
And you are.
I was so interested. I was
That's
like,
what
oh
I
yeah,
was
what
about
about
to
this?
say.
What
I'm
about that?
interested in you, so
But
interested in.
It wasn't a chat. It's very one-sided, yeah.
And
So
that's
it's
exactly
more like
what
an
I do.
interview.
Well, that has me reflect on. I've had a lot of not conversations.
Hey, that's I think
No, because I realize when I'm in the same way. Oh my god, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, so guys, if
I'm
you're
not,
ever
but-
interested in trying to hold a conversation, just ask questions. People love talking about themselves.
No,
Tidbit.
I'm a great listener. I can sit down and listen.
Yeah.
And I think that's why
I
you have
just
this
like to
podcast.
talk, you know.
Yeah, people want to be
People
heard.
don't get to talk about themselves enough.
Enough.
So they're like, oh, somebody
It's
willing
listening.
to
actually
listen.
And you're asking me
interested in me.
questions? Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
That's crazy.
I know.
But I feel like I don't ask questions like that.
What do you mean? What kind
Like,
of questions do you
I
ask?
just be like, and then what?
What?
So they would be talking. I'd be like, yeah, it was a great day today. I went out. And then you'd be like, and then what? And then I went home. Oh, and then what happened after that? I went to
No,
sleep.
but I feel like the questions that I ask aren't that conversation worthy, and they would just keep going on and on. I'll just be like,
See, well, that's why you have to listen to what they're saying and then ask a question about something they said. Like, elaborate on that, please. Be like, okay, and they just start going.
yeah, well, that's what. Well, it's questions like that, but I don't feel like that have any.
As long as they're doing this, they believe it's a great conversation. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
I just thought of a clip.
Clip that.
That is it. That's gonna be the clip for the episode. As long as they're doing this, it's gonna be
It's a great conversation, honestly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fair question.
How have you from when you did the show, right? How long after were you like fully into it? I was like, all right, cool. I'm organizing the name of the business and why the boss.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So
This is gonna be like a life.
So what happened was what had happened was
what had happened was they had me all kinds of fucked up. Can I say that?
Well,
I'm sorry.
don't worry, you're safe.
at this point.
So remember I told you I worked with the model group club that was on campus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the models that were there and the president of the club was also modeling and stuff like that. And everybody was so, they was like, we loved working with you, even though if you ask some of the models, because I did have one in particular who I had to throw out. She was the only one I had to throw out. I am not the nicest person when I'm trying to get something done. I can be an asshole. And so she got her feelings hurt and I had to let her go. I was like, well, I have things to do. This is a $0.0 show that I am taking the full weight of, and all I'm asking you is to show up for practice and don't disrespect the designers and embarrass me. And you did both. You missed practice and you embarrassed me.
How did she embarrass
Oh,
you?
she didn't disrespect the designers though.
Oh, she definitely.
Okay, so she did all three. She did all three.
Everything.
How did she embarrass you and how did she
Okay,
how do you
so-
disrespect a designer?
So when we had fittings, everybody had to come at a certain time. Now the designers are already doing all this as a favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had
Like,
stuff there
so
that they.
don't waste nobody's time and not come. So she did not make it to the fitting she was supposed to come to. And then the makeup fitting that I got together for her, she didn't come to that either. And I found out from one of the models that snitched on her that she was at a party. So I was like, oh, okay. Good to know. So when she came to the practice for runway practice, I told her, I pulled her to the side. I was like, so yo, was it about you going to a party? Oh, I didn't go to any party. Okay, quick, hold on. So I go on Facebook and so this is not you? And next to nothing on at the phone party. We doing? She was like, oh, someone must have snitched on me, da 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 da. And I was just like,
all you have to do is just not lie.
Have photo of it.
Like there's pictures and videos and what are you talking about? She's like, well, that fitting wasn't scheduled originally and I already had that party to go to. I was like, yeah, the fitting wasn't scheduled originally because you missed the first one. Again, what's your problem?
But even compared to how long would the fitting take?
Not that long. It's not that you just come here, try some clothes on. If it don't fit you, well, we find something else and move on. But I guess she was just that busy.
And that's how she embarrassed you.
Oh, no. So I still kept her on. My thing was, if you had too much problems for me, I'm going to drop you. I still had her do the fashion show and everything. So this is how I did it. So the day of the runway show, one of the designers put her in clothes that she didn't try on because she never came to the fitting and she did not like how the clothes fit. And she literally said out loud, oh my God, this is disgusting. Who would ever wear this? And I was like,
whoa there.
Wow.
No, hold on now.
Are you really saying this in front of the designer? I guess she didn't know the designer was right there.
Yeah, well, if you was present, you would know who
I don't think that's a thing you say out loud.
Yeah, at all. You don't do that. And so when she said that,
models after the show, like I hated that outfit, but
it's like I wasn't feeling
you're not going to like everything you put on.
I think there's a more politically correct way of saying you don't like something. It's like, does it have anything else for me to try?
I don't like how it looks on me.
Oh,
yeah. So many other ways.
It's
so many other ways.
Flattering for me.
That is none of the pathways that she took. Zero of those pathways.
Just looked at the wall and ran straight into it.
So the designer is the one who came to tell me, hey, I have a problem with this model wearing my clothes. She doesn't feel comfortable in it, and she's being very disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do apologize, whoop-de-whoop, blase, blah, blah, blah. So I just told her, I said, look, if you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. You just want modelist section. Cool. And so what I had planned to give the models after the fashion show, I was like, look, everybody who does well, I will give you all the pictures because we took pictures before the show. We took pictures during the show and we took pictures after the show. I'll give you all the pictures. I'll give you the video and everything. I gave her nothing at the end. Right? And I told her, I was like, don't ask the photographers for anything because you didn't pay any photographer. You didn't do anything. So don't ask nobody for nothing.
People were paid?
No. I told you this is $0.00 show.
No, you said
yeah, but I'm still regardless.
No, but she didn't do anything.
No, not that. You said paying photographers, so I thought that you coughed up money.
Oh no.
From yourself. So like,
no, I found
a little $50.
I found a photographer that really liked me and what I was doing, and she brought her team and they took all the pictures and she gave it to me free of charge. So I was saying, because it looked like I paid for photographers and it looked like I paid for videographers, but I didn't pay for anybody. And that model wanted to go to the photographers and ask for the pictures. I was like, no, you didn't pay for anything, so you're not getting anything at all. And so she reported me to the dean of the school, which made no sense because I don't work for the school. So who's going to cut me?
Because this was when you were in your master's.
Who's going to pop me? Who? So she wrote this long letter to the dean saying I was so disrespectful during practice because I will admit during practice I did curse if you wasn't doing it correctly. Now, mind you, this is me fresh, okay? I don't do that now. I'm very respectful of my models and all of that good stuff. I do work. I am hard on you, only with love, because I know you could do better than what it is that you're doing, and I will pull you aside, but I'm never embarrassing you. But back then, I was embarrassing people. So she mentioned that I was embarrassing her in front of the other models, but I'm like, you are the only, everybody else gets the same treatment, and you are the only one who has a problem. And everybody understands I'm only acting like this because we went over this multiple times, and you come in here like you don't know what it is you're supposed to do. Yeah. And again, you are not, I am taking the pressure for this show right now, me. Putting it together, promoting it, finding things to put it together, finding designers. I'm stressed out. Mm-hmm. So the least you can do is just show up and do what you're supposed to do and leave. That's it. And she did none of that. Anyway, I say all of that to say the model group, she was a part of the model group. And they asked me to stay on and, work with them and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, okay, well, if I stay on, you'll have to call me the boss. That's going to be my position, the boss. Like, That's it. My title, everything. The boss.
No
and they had a
boss.
problem with that. They was like, I don't think that will work for us. I was like, okay, well, I'm not coming. Peace. And so when I started my company, I was like, well, I'm the boss. So boss movement, because that's how I move, like a boss. And I am the boss. So the boss model.
Do you think as a boss that you have to be
Yeah.
Boss?
Well, I feel like well, she's the boss actually. Yeah, I read that my air quotes.
Oh.
So do you think as the boss, what I was going to do the air quotes for? I just threw that around there. Do you feel as the boss that you have to be a bit harsh 90% of the time to
all
get
the
things
time.
done?
I feel like anybody in a leadership position has to be a little harsh, but I mean with some sense, you can't just be an asshole for being an asshole's sake. It's if everybody understands what the end goal is and you are trying your best, especially if it is that you are the one taking, when people see your company or anything, you are the one who takes the blame, everything. They don't say, it wasn't her fault, it was just the photographer. No, you get the blame. So in order to make sure the brand is at a certain level that you're looking for, you have to be particular about what it is you're doing. And so if you are particular, sometimes it comes off as being a little harsh. But if people are a part of the team and understand what the goal is, I don't think it's an issue. And I'll probably ask my mothers when I get back, but even they usually tell me like, yo, Akilah, it was hard on us, but we understand it and we see how the work came out in the end, so we appreciate it.
My next question would be, do you feel like sometimes your gender has to play a role in why you have to be so harsh? Because I've heard people say that, it's only because she's a girl and a man's with X, Y, and Z, da 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 da.
I totally believe in finessing the situation that you're in, because it's like, I mean, people always put you in a box or tell you what you're supposed to do or what not to do and stuff like that. So sometimes I like playing within that. So as a girl, like if I am in a position where I realize they want me to act like
you gotta be a monster, I bet.
like I would play to it. It depends on what it is. Sometimes I'm really sweet, so I could get people to do what I want. Or if it is I realize that I'm being dismissed, I will
put your foot down.
Yeah, I put my foot down and it's like, whoa, this girl could be like that, and yes, I can. So if you need me to be like that, I will. But otherwise, I don't know. I read the room. If it is that I feel like it's not getting done the way I'm acting right now, I turn it up.
Why you make that face?
And I felt like you all were like, turn it up like what? What does that mean?
No. I was just taking it. Just asking lovely questions.
Yes,
I was just
listening.
I just a bystander at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. How would you? Do you have people working for you, like in the sense of, you said my models when you get back or something like that? Do you have like a Rasta?
I do have a Rasta. Right now, I finally have a lot of male models. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. So I have four
That are
male
signed
models
to you?
under my agency, yes. And most of my models are usually female.
And where's a lot of your work?
In Texas. I wouldn't say.
What is there in Texas?
Why everybody have honestly, even when I was coming to Texas, I was like tumbleweeds and cows and
But
stuff.
I'm trying to figure out, because I'm like,
Texas is what's up now. Do you not notice everything is
Are
like
you
in
sure?
Houston?
Hey, sir, the taxes are low. The houses prices are lower.
And the racism is high.
Very, very high. I've actually experienced it twice.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, it's a wild west out there. Honestly, I would admit to that. But Texas
Because I thought
is what's
New York
poppin'.
and LA and what was the other one?
It's too expensive. People don't want to go there because of the,
I was like, no, but that's where you go.
no, it's the main hubs to start off.
things
Yeah.
done.
Fashion, yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say right now Austin, where I live, is now the new Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
So
For sure,
a
for
lot
sure.
of Californians are coming out there.
And a lot of big companies are running away
big
for
companies.
tax.
Yep, they're coming to Austin, and so they're also bringing some of their culture with them, which
But
is
haven't they been
includes
technically
fashion.
there on paper?
No comment.
I watched a YouTube documentary. I know about. No.
No comment.
But you know
I know exactly what you're talking
Okay,
about.
cool.
I will
wanted to
speak
figure out.
nothing on that.
Yeah, before somebody
Yeah.
knocking on my door.
So, yes.
Okay. I really thought Texas was.
Oh no, Texas is
No,
popping.
Texas is.
Texas is popping. Okay, Houston,
Yeah, it's
Austin,
growing, it's
Dallas,
growing.
the 3 cities that you need to
This
pay
is coming
attention
from the
to.
fella who's never seen more than Trinidad and Tobago.
Don't worry, I
Yeah,
told you
so-
I
so,
am taking Jabari with me. He feel like I joking, but I am seriously going to take
Jeez,
Jabari.
that
with me.
boy international. I could come
Don't
too
worry,
because
come on,
I enjoy the remote work.
He can afford it. He can afford his own trip. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, don't worry about him. Okay.
No, don't worry.
Don't worry, but at least you'll have somewhere to stay.
See
Right,
that.
but just he can afford his own trip.
We-
Give me some time.
Okay,
Give me some
gotcha.
time. You
So
have to come to the States though
Yeah, you should.
for my brother's graduation.
Oh,
when
is
he
that?
does his master's.
Yes, you did tell me
He
that.
said 2 years.
Okay, so I think you should put yourself on the roster for getting a visa.
3 years.
yeah,
ASAP.
I'm not about to say
Eh,
Yeah, I need to do it for next year.
no.
Yeah,
you need
you
to
need to do
you
it
need
now.
to sign this like now to get it
Yeah,
for next
like,
year.
Honestly, like
No,
okay.
like-
I know you probably heard it a
I
lot.
know,
All right, okay.
No, like I did Mommy and Jade.
No, he said it's like
Guys, I
6
really
months.
hope-
This is like
6 months.
and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll prep it for, and then
And
yeah,
the process
next year.
is
He
annoying.
needs to send me documents. That would also help
Okay.
because I'm possibly just going for that. If I could get it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks
5
No.
years for the if
for the
it's
lease.
if a company needs you, they'll get you a short visa, but
Yeah.
it'll be like 6 months.
I was just about to say you'll get
Yeah.
6 months for the most.
Yeah, once I could go there, see his graduation, and
Yeah, but some
Head
like
out?
relax
it
for a
has
little
to-
bit.
so a lot of that's what
Not head out,
athletes,
but I want to
No,
see
like-
the place. Get my
like
name.
athletes.
Hey, on the shoot.
athletes they would get short visas because like competition you don't need to stay for long. The end.
Yeah.
Companies if it's like we need this person out here, they would go to the embassy and
Okay.
they would organize that stuff for you. But if it's just like you showing up to, B1, B2, it's type that's the type. Tourist
Why
/
your friend
business.
doing you like that? He's supposed to
I just-
educate you.
I just
do not
feel
see
like-
video from Star Wars.
Just assume that he would.
I just kind of naturally assume that,
He knows.
Anyways, back to the topic on hand. So,
Right.
like, what kind of work would y'all usually do under the agency?
So we do a lot of content marketing. So I will create product shoots,
Mhm.
which is actually like we did Jive Juice.
You work with all the hair care brands?
I haven't done hair care brands that much.
Okay, I was just asking for me.
Because I don't really have hair models.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, why? What do you
No,
mean?
I had a shoot that
Yeah, boy.
it didn't go too well. More for me,
Mm-hmm.
not planning it as well as I should have. But I just wanted to know if you knew the people. But it's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
I think they're in Texas as well. So
Oh, wow.
I think there's an off-air conversation afterwards.
I
Or you
don't
okay?
bother me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd love to hear more of this
No, I'm
story.
okay to say that I didn't do the shoot well.
Okay.
So it's like
And so they talked bad about you and found somebody else? What you're
no.
saying?
I just wanted to know
It's
if
just
you worked with the company.
Oh, no, I haven't.
That's it.
Okay,
I would have found that real funny.
Really,
Ironic.
like, hey, I worked with them too.
Yeah.
I just didn't do too good.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So though I've done more like I worked with a candle company called Soy Society.
A what?
A candle company.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that
candles.
was the candle picture thingy. I think.
Yeah,
it had
Soy
like a
Society.
crown, I think.
Yeah, there was a crown
On
and
your
I had it
shoulder.
on my shoulders. and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
don't
that,
worry.
So it was like
Yeah, we did
what
research.
I love that shoot mostly because I thought long and hard about. She had a candle where when the wax melts, you could put it on your body. So that's why I was like, how do we?
Oh yeah, I saw
do
that.
we
I
do
was
that?
like, they did drip the wax onto your skin. Or,
No,
okay,
that
okay.
was hot glue.
Doesn't it burn?
That well,
Yeah.
while the shoot was going on and the wax was dropping, yeah. But you know, you kind of just.
Oh, it was
work through that.
actual
I was actually
lit candle.
lit candles. It
stick,
wasn't
okay.
edited to with. No,
Nice.
you didn't see the video where we lit it.
Yeah.
So you
well,
think that it was
No, I just.
edited in?
Okay.
So you don't know that she's the boss?
My
So she
bad.
does things the boss way.
My bad, yo.
Alright?
Yes, I'm glad.
I know, I'll get on you, I'm co-host. Disrespect.
It's okay. It's okay.
The guest.
You know, some people have to learn how boss
Yes.
level
Yeah,
is.
you
My
in
bad,
there yet.
man.
In there yet, it's alright.
Anyway,
So
so
more
some that
content.
was some of the
Mm.
the product shoots that we did. A couple more. We did one with fruits. There's a lemonade company.
Do you reach out or do they reach out?
So when I started in the beginning, what I did was I reached out to people and I told them, hey, I want to shoot content for you, and I just want to show what we could do, and I'll give you some of the pictures and stuff like that. And so most of the people liked the work, and so they asked us, hey, could you continue to create it for us? So I did that. Some of them would need models in the shoot, so you would have to pay my models. I would always, get my models into the shoot.
Yeah.
So that we did a lot of that, and I created this automation program that will do most of your posting for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Like post on
Software design for software. What do you call it?
Engineer.
software
Science.
development.
Computer
Computer
science.
science. Yeah. So I developed a program that does that. It would like pictures for you, comment pictures, post, all of that good stuff. So it would be like a package I offered, which was we create your content for 30 days, for a whole month, and we do your posting for you, and we could give you your results of, how people are coming on your page and stuff like that.
Actually, sit down there for herself. She just let the program do all the
Yeah.
What was your most? Was that the only program you've made for yourself?
That's the only one I made, and I mean, I've
If
developed.
there were multiple, I was gonna ask you like, what was your greatest invention? I guess.
Oh, that's it. That's my
That's it,
greatest
okay.
invention. It's also the program I used to graduate.
How was
How
the
did- you go.
No, I was
you
just
go.
gonna ask that first client. How was that first interaction in terms of like
The first paying one?
Yeah, the first getting that first client. How
How you get the
how
first
that
paying
First
one?
came about?
paid
Yeah.
client,
Because
I
the first
realized
couple were free, like you were like,
Yeah.
oh, we just want to build a portfolio
Yeah.
type of thing.
yeah,
But you're not really telling them that.
yeah. Didn't tell them. I was like, hey, just want to show you what we could do, and they was like, oh yeah, free stuff, of course, thank you. So the first paid client, I realized I charged too little, very, very, very little. Like everybody
In
got
the
paid.
sense-
You call it numbers?
Um.
Oh no. You're a numbers. I'm a numbers guy.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you're a numbers girl.
Okay, so my first paid client was actually a CBD company. That's marijuana
Mary Joanna's.
Okay.
Yeah.
CBD, but it's
Mary and Jane.
yeah,
Weed.
Yes.
they're
French.
hilarious. And
That's the
I
only word I know in
charged
French.
them $3,000, thinking that's a lot of
Bastards.
money. Ooh,
Yeah,
making
I mean,
money.
Bastards.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It was not enough. Everybody got paid except me. That's literally how little it did not go as far as I thought it would. I came into some problems where I was like, oh, I did not think I would have to go through all of this. So that one was a great learning curve for me, and I realized that okay, I need to start at $2,000 and build from there based on what it is.
Was
that
it
they're
the
looking for.
What's it two
amount?
for?
Yeah, no, what I asked
The
was
two-
Two is just for you.
No, not for me. Two
Oh.
is me just covering the basics of the shoot.
Yeah,
And then when you
to
tell
be
me,
able to turn profit after
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes.
So basically, 2,000 was your break even point, basically,
for that type of shoot.
for that type.
Yeah, once they just want the content and not like the automation program and all that good stuff, you
Okay.
just want content, then okay, I need to start at $2,000. If you want a model, it's an additional $300. If you want the content for your website, you want it for your social media, you want it for
Usage.
actual.
So you know about usage, right? You should know at least. I think I've spoken about this.
I think I've heard
It's
of
where
it.
most of the money comes from
Yeah.
for photographers.
Oh, right, last week.
being,
Yeah.
being used over and over and
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
again.
So then that's the thing when you were talking about. Oh wait, I did not clear for this location.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
So
yes.
if the campaign is meant to be in Texas and you go in New York
And then you see
Yes.
it.
and you see it in a
And those are
billboard,
things
you could
I'm
sue them
still
for
learning.
that.
Yes, those are things I'm still learning because I still see my content being used when it's not supposed to be used, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know these things, but nobody in common for them as yet. So go on.
Yeah.
I'm well seasoned and well prepared for it.
oh yes, and
that
I
time
am still learning some of that. So yeah,
So
yeah.
for you said you're under budget for that one. Was it the amount of content or just the amount of work?
The amount of work
Okay.
that had to be done. So it was like I had to pay the models. I had to pay. So when I charged that $3,000, I was thinking, okay, that's enough for me, the photographer, the creative director, the three models, that I had on set, and building the set. I was like,
Okay.
okay, everything is covered. We're good.
Okay. Was it which part ate up the most money? Because I feel like the models, creative director,
Photographer.
and the photographer may
Which
be a
one?
bit
Was the
fixed. I
building
feel like
the
the
set
set. Yeah. Okay. No,
Is what I did not think was going to
I had
cost
this feeling
so much
that
money.
The set,
The
may
set
have been
alone
decent.
was $2,000.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Oh,
Are we running late? So we need to
I don't
wrap
know.
this
I
up?
think we're fine. No. It's
Nah.
within an hour.
Okay.
No, we're good. No, I think we're good, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
call nothing. Am I still
If
connected on
anything,
Wi-Fi?
once I get our call, we'll wrap it up.
Okay, yeah. Cause,
Yeah.
because I live point.
Yeah, point. What were you saying? If somebody wants to come to you to just get some models, that's a thing? Has that happened before?
Yeah, like if they want models for their shoots or
Yeah.
for their runway and stuff like that, yeah, most definitely.
What do you charge for
yeah, I'm
that?
not going to ask. Do you have like an agency fee that
And
comes
what's your
along
cut?
with it?
Like, what do you...
Yeah, the agency fee.
Well,
What's the
right
agency
now,
fee?
because I'm still trying to figure that part out. Like, I make
Oh, you don't
more
have like a
money with it.
percentage?
Yeah, so I just like charge 10% off of whatever it is paid towards the model.
Okay.
So it's I'm
Oh.
still trying to figure out if that's even actually a good amount of money to charge or take away. But right now, like I really want my models to thrive, and I don't really I get more work for like actual product shoots and
Yeah,
building
yeah.
content
than
and-
someone
thinking
just
that,
yeah,
but I'm
than
just
actual
thinking of-
people looking
paying
for models.
a model.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking of if
Because
they
people
do
always feel like
want-
they could get models free, so they so they always feel like we don't need to pay for models.
What's the thing that's in like Italy when you just want to build your portfolio thing? I forgot the name of it.
test shoots
Test shoot. Okay.
Mhm.
with
So you-
agencies.
Yeah, you don't. Do you offer that also, or
So
not really?
the test shoots for me is like okay, so nobody can just
She would
join
pay
my
for those,
models.
though.
Yeah, it comes
Okay.
out of us.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, like for my
If I-
models, you can't just like apply and be one of the models. I like to
Nitpick, so to say.
no, I do nitpick, but
Okay.
the thing is, I want to see because my models don't have to pay me for anything like test shoots or it comes out of their pay or anything like that. It's I
Yeah,
consider
somebody who
myself
knows.
like a mother agency because we will train you on everything. So
Okay.
the way we recruit is that every year I have a fashion show in November. And so people apply to do be in the fashion show. And based off how well you be in the fashion show, you are extended an invite to join the team.
Okay.
Other than that, you can't just, I'm looking for you to be
Generally,
my-
how many people on
You know, there's some
average?
people out there paying to be in
I will like take only 2 if I had like 24. It depends. Like last fashion show, I had 12 models. I only took 10. And this year we
You
have...
only took 10.
I know, and so that's the majority.
I mean, like, okay. So I had
It's
12
like
models
they gave me $1
outside.
million, but I
Only-
only took 800,000.
Cause I mean, I feel like everybody felt like they were gonna get extended
Chosen,
an invite
okay.
because we all vibed and stuff like that. They were all great people.
And then
but
you're like,
I was just like, yeah, you look like you could be too much work. So no,
Mm.
But this year I have the largest amount of people applying. It's like 50 something people, and I only really need like 30 models for this show. This is going to be my biggest show yet.
okay.
And I'm excited about it. It's kind of stressful, but I'm still excited about
Do
it.
you have like a team like selecting? So you say you have 50, but you only have slots for basically like 30 something.
30, yeah.
Do you have like a team, or is it just you sitting down by yourself?
So my team consists of my creative director, Asia Heaney. I love you, girl. You know I can't make nothing without you. Mwah. Just had to say that. My head model, my lead model, which she's on a break right about now. So she's just going to be
break
working
or
behind the
vacation?
scene. Can I mention this? I don't know. She might get mad at me, but she's
Tiptoe around. Tiptoe around.
yeah, she's doing some family planning.
Oh, anyways. All right. Nice.
Right.
So, she's going to be working behind the
On
scenes.
leave. Okay.
Yeah. She's working behind the scenes. So she's the one who's also like vetting some of the models for me. So it's mostly I would say the core team is my creative director, my lead model, and myself.
Okay.
And then we have our models underneath us. I do have I have 2 photographers that I work with, but again, it's not like I pay them. It's more like they work with us because they have stuff that they would like to get done and they like working with our team.
Yeah.
We can get things done consistently. We have models, you have creative director, we get stuff done quick. So it's kind of hard when you venture outside of a team that works like that to get a model that's going to shoot the way you want them to,
Yeah.
get designers and stuff like that. So we work together. But when we get outside clients looking for photographers and stuff like that, those are the photographers I use. I'm like, that's how I can pay you guys whenever we get clients for sure that are looking to do a product shoot or looking to shoot their models or shoot whatever it is that they're looking to do. I only grab my 2 photographers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How many models you have currently? I know you say you
Currently.
have 4 males.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to the group. Oh shoot, my phone call just happened. Yes, I have to go because he's going to pull up here and
Drive off.
go off. But hold on. I go into the group so I can tell you exactly how many models because I have dropped a couple.
What's the craziest number you've charged for a project?
Okay,
I
what
wouldn't
do
say
you
it's
think you could buy?
crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I've charged 10 grand for a project.
Okay.
And that was
I
how
couldn't
much?
believe I got 10 grand for a project.
That was
It's
how
like-
much people on the set.
My same team. It was like the same
Oh,
small
okay.
team. Like I usually work with them. The only thing I might get is like a makeup artist and a hairstylist, which I work with the same hairstylist every
It was
time.
like, boy, this is legalized crime.
5, 6, 7,
What was the biggest issue you've worked through?
11. The biggest issue I've worked through. Whew. I think it's always the fashion show every year because I'm always like, where am I finding this money to put on this show?
How much you think is usually
How much
cost?
How much does it cost to put on a fashion
Yeah.
show?
15 grand. That's
Okay.
just coming out of my pockets. That does
Okay.
not
What
include
does that-
what I get from the investors. And so last year and this
Total could be
year,
what? 30?
yeah, I think the total could be 30. But
Cool.
we always try to get, we try to
Recoup a little
collab.
bit.
We try
Yeah.
to collab and work it in a way. Like if it is that the venue is, so the venue we worked with last year, it was the first time they ever did a fashion show ever, and they were very much
What kind of
impressed
place?
with the work. It was the office for a radio station.
Interesting.
And it was a really nice setup that they had in
Mm-hmm.
there, and they had lights in there and everything, so it made it easy for me. Usually when I have a fashion show, I have to rent
Build
the
it.
lights and stuff like that, build the set, and I didn't have to do anything there.
Okay.
They had most of the stuff there, and I was just surprised for a radio station office. Why do y'all have these things?
Like, why?
Yeah, because nobody's
Like,
seen it.
Yeah, like what is going on here? And I guess they were using for other things, but I never really asked them why. But anywho, what was the question? You asked me about something before.
Biggest problem.
Biggest problem. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
to
biggest
solve.
problem is always the fashion show. It's always something. I always expect
Something must
things
go
to
wrong.
happen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I always.
Who's
So
the
when it
biggest-
happens, I'm always like, meh.
This is the biggest piece of advice.
Get investors. Make you a sponsorship deck. Have one ready. You don't know what you're gonna do, but just have a sponsorship deck ready. So if somebody does see what you're doing and they would like, hey, I want to invest in what you're doing. Well, here's a sponsorship deck.
What exactly is a sponsorship deck?
So a
If you could
sponsorship
break it down real
deck,
quick.
a sponsorship deck is more or less saying, this is what we do, and when you work with us, this is what we can offer you as far as like promotion and getting more eyes on you as an investor. And if you put X amount of dollars, we can advertise you as in a magazine, or we could put you in all of our media that's online, or put you on our website or stuff like that. We will promote you just for investing with us. So we will say, you can be a gold investor, which will be $5,000. You donate $5,000, and we would now have you on our T-shirts. We would have you mentioned in the fashion show. On the runway, you'll probably see your ads and stuff come up on the screen and stuff like that. So it's more or less just saying we will have a minimum of 300 people at the show, and you are sure to have 300 people see you as an investor for this fashion show or for an event or whatever it is that we're doing at the time.
Okay. And what's the best piece of advice someone has given to you?
Me?
Yeah.
Stop taking shit so seriously, Akilah. Like, that was the best piece of advice because I really took everything serious to the point where I felt like people will only take me seriously if I took everything seriously. So it's like, you know what, Akilah, honestly, most of the time people don't even know what they're doing for themselves. So don't even take it that seriously. Relax, enjoy it, and have a good time because life too short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of short, this podcast was very short. This is our shortest one
Really?
so
To the
far.
point.
Good.
Yeah. Akilah has to go. So
Yeah.
we'll link all of our socials, the Boss
Please.
Movement, the Boss Model, the Boss Everything.
Yeah. Boss Media.
Because we're bossing up the place.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I enjoyed being here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this show, so I really would I really would like to tell
Are you
everybody
gonna watch
that
it back?
I was, of course. I'm going to
Okay.
tell everybody I was on this podcast, and I'm going to share it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I think you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right, anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
And we'll see you all next week. From Jabari.
Jabari.
And Akilah.